Well, I just added in probably about 3 or 4 gallons of Renegade 112 octane. I downloaded this thing with Q16, but I want to open up a new drum. You saw the pictures. I got a couple drums of those. So first thing I want to do is prime the carburetor. Now, one thing I found with Holley carburetors, at least in my case, after a couple years, the O-ring on the needle and seat gets dry rotted, leaks, and the carb overflows. I had that happen to me a couple times, so I usually change them about every couple years. But when I dynoed this, I took the carburetor out of the box and went sitting 6 or 7 years and put it on there, and the thing worked flawlessly. So let's prime it up. I got the battery hooked up. I have to get used to this window neck. Folds nice though out of the way. Keys on. See what I mean? That's a perfect example. It's stuck. That's why I had the whole intake and everything covered with rags, because I took it off the carburetor, or the carburetor off the intake, and put a rag underneath it because I've had that happen before. So that'll be a little deal I have to deal with, but ain't no big deal. I was prepared for it. Put a rag underneath the car before I go put it on there. Sometimes tapping it can help. But let's see. I'll tap it with a screwdriver and see if that does. But it's been sitting, so I haven't took that carburetor apart. It's probably got some junk in it. See if that makes any difference. So I'm gun shy about that. So let me check the fuel pressure gauge and see what they have for pressure in the back. Make sure that's not crazy. So I had a leak here at the O-ring. So let's see if we can tighten it up. Get my pan under here so I'm not dripping fuel all over. Let's see what it looks like. I had fuel here, hopefully it was spraying here over to this and not. Looks damp here, but it could have sprayed from here to here. We'll test it again. Let's see, I see a little drip here, and that's this little Berry Grant filter. I used the O-rings over thinking that they're okay. And you can see it's dripping right there. You can see it's dripping there. But this O-ring might be bad on this pump too. So let's see if we can get to this old baby. Let's just check that. That was the little pipe fitting on the pump. And then I'll have to put a plug inside here to the fuel cell. I got a big plug I can stick in there. Then I can break this down and drain this out and get a new O-ring for that thing. I think I have one. All right, time has come to fire it up. You saw the fuel blasted out of there. That float was stuck. I tapped it with that crescent wrench. It seemed to be okay. I kept the towel under there and checked the float level. That was good. The two areas of fuel pump were leaking where the pipe plug goes for the gauge if you want to move it in the front. I tightened that up. That was good. You saw that. And this O-ring, I just kept snugging it up and tightening it, and it seemed to be good. But it needs to be changed. I'm afraid that thing's going to leak. But it's good enough now to fire it up, so let's see what it sounds like. Cross your fingers. Damn, sounds good. I gotta get the girls film this a little bit better. Wow. Yeah, there's no water in it, so I just wanted to run it, make sure it runs okay and starts. It's amazing. Now I gotta get some water in it, and we'll fire it up and let it run a little bit. Man, my heart's pounding, my hands are all shaky. It's been a long time, man. Let's get going on this. All right, guys, so here's the deal. You saw it fire up quick. I just did it initially because I wanted to just see if it would fire up. So it was pretty emotional for me. It's been a long time coming to get to this point. So Mrs. DragBoss is here. She's filming it because I want to get some good video, because I want to monitor all the gauges and make sure we don't have any issues. So let's hopefully it fires right back up. That battery's, I had to charge the battery a little bit. It's from 2013 and it's still going, so it's pretty crazy. Just like getting back into the saddle, baby. Thanks, Mrs. DragBoss, for being there and recording that. I went in the next day to see how it would start cold and reevaluate. Well, there you go. Just a 775 horsepower, 409 cubic inch Cleveland. Stay tuned.